Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a small village where lived a wise old man. The villagers would often go to him for advice and guidance in their daily lives. One day, a young man came to him feeling sad and low. He shared with the old man that he was going through a rough patch in his life, and everything seemed to be falling apart. The wise old man listened to him patiently and then shared with him a story. He said, "Once there was a man who was lost in a dense forest. He walked and walked, but he could not find his way out. As he wandered around, he came across a small hut. The man knocked on the door, and an old sage answered. The sage asked him what brought him to the forest, and the man explained his plight. The sage then offered him some food, shelter, and water for the night. The man was relieved and grateful for the sage's help. The next morning, the sage gave the man a compass and pointed him in the right direction. The man thanked the sage and began to make his way through the forest. After walking for some time, he came across a river. The man was thirsty, so he drank some water from the river. Suddenly, he saw a scorpion struggling in the water. The man decided to help the scorpion and reached out his hand to save it. However, as soon as he did so, the scorpion stung him. The man felt a sharp pain and fell unconscious. After some time, the man woke up and the sage was standing next to him. The sage asked him, "Why did you try to save the scorpion, knowing it could harm you?" The man replied, "It was the right thing to do. Saving a life is more important than my own safety." The sage then said, "You see, my dear friend, that is the lesson of life. Sometimes we have to face challenges and take risks to do the right thing. It may hurt us in the short term, but it will lead to a better future." The young man was inspired by the sage's story and learned that he should never give up in life. He should always try to do the right thing, even if it is difficult or risky. The wise old man also shared with him some words of wisdom that he had learned throughout his life. These words have the power to inspire anyone who is feeling sad and low. The words were, "Life is like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's hard. But the key is to keep going. Never give up, no matter how hard it gets. Always remember that the tough times will pass and better days are ahead." The young man took these words to heart and started to see things differently. He realized that he could face his challenges head-on and come out stronger. He decided to take small steps every day towards his goals and not let the tough times break him. As time passed, the young man began to see a change in his life. He started to feel more confident, happy, and fulfilled. He realized that the tough times had taught him valuable lessons that he would not have learned otherwise. He was grateful for the difficult times as they had helped him grow as a person. In conclusion, whenever you feel sad and low in life, always remember these words: life is like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's hard, but the key is to keep going and never give up. Always remembering that the tough times will pass and better days are ahead.